Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, it's going to be more business related, as in more to do with how I have built a multi-site fitness business um, and the skills that I have acquired and learned along the way to do this compared to when I started. So I think some of you who'll be watching, you might have an interest in whether it's building your own personal training business, opening a studio, maybe one day opening your own gym, if that's what you'd like to do. And I know that maybe you're just someone who's interested in business and the story behind building something like a multi-site fitness business. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video and there's something that you can take from it, that you can learn from it. So yeah, we're going to get cracking and dive straight in. So when I started Club Gym with my business partners, these are the key skills or traits that I had to begin with. So this is how most people will start out. They will start out with some of these, okay? So they'll start out with a passion for fitness, a love of the industry. It might be something that you've did your whole life, like myself. I've always been involved in fitness, bodybuilding, sport. It's probably always destined to do something like this. Or you might have, in my case, I've had actual personal training clients of mine who've become passionate about it and fallen in love with it all from working with me, and they've went on to be personal trainers and they've got into it that way. But anyway, it is an industry built on passion, and we will always need that to be successful in it. But initially, that's one of the big things that you have, and that's one of the drivers to get started in the industry. So I had that. Obviously, I had still have a love of training. You've got to love helping people. I was always like that. I still am like that. I still love to help people, just on a bigger scale now than when maybe I started. And obviously, what I had a great knowledge of health, fitness, nutrition. I understand people, the psychology of people when it comes to their body, their identity, how they view themselves with their body, which is one of my strongest suits, especially with coaching. And obviously, I come from a bodybuilding background, so for anyone who doesn't know, I did compete for, 20 years as a natural bodybuilder, and about half of that time I was a professional natural bodybuilder competing all over the world against the top guys on the planet. So yeah, and as a lot of you will know who follow me, I have coaching skills as well. So I had good coaching skills. And one thing that I did develop through my time in the industry before we opened Club Gym was sales skills. So I actually worked for a company in Australia when I kind of travelled and lived out there for a year or so, called Advanced Fitness Marketing. And this company basically were before their time. This was in 2010. They basically helped independent gyms grow their membership base. So I started off as like a sales consultant, then I became a promotions manager, and then a sales manager for them. I was really good at selling, and that comes down to not being hard at sales, but being passionate about people and their fitness journey and understanding the psychology of it. And I don't mean tricking people. I mean understanding their why. Why do they want to? Everybody wants to be lean or lose body fat, but what is the main reason? So I was really always very good at that. So these were all the kind of skills that I had and traits that I had when we started Club Gym. But I realised early on in it, I was wet behind the ears really when I started the business itself. It was kind of built on just sheer these qualities and just sheer graft and grit without really understanding business in the way that you have to, especially if you want to scale a business to like 3 sites. There'll be a lot of successful people that will have like studios, for example, and that will be the type of people that are like, if you look at this, they'll love training, they'll be really passionate, they'll be good at coaching people, helping people, and they'll probably be able to be successful, just with them. But The difference is, you will be the business, just you, if that's how you want to run it. If you wanted to scale something, as in have a team of people who are maybe employed by you, have multiple premises, you need a lot more. So we're going to go now into the things I've learned over the years and what I've had to learn over the years to be successful in this industry. Okay, so what I had to develop was something. Now, some of these won't seem as sexy as some of the others, but they are what we actually need in a real business, again, if you want to build it to scale. So financial literacy. So again, you need to understand profit and loss sheets, balance sheets, understanding cash flow, not just how much money's come in the bank, how much money's come out of the bank. That's obviously very important month to month, but you need to be able to understand how to read financial documents to have a real understanding of where your business is at. Now, you can, if you've got a good accountant, they can probably teach you and help you and explain things. There's good videos on YouTube to learn these things. There's courses in these things, but I would recommend anyone who's serious about actually scaling and building a business that they become financially literate. A lot of people are kind of scared of these things, but it's really, really important that you do. So rather than just blindly just trusting your accountant or someone else, and it's not that they can't be trusted, but I think it's really important that you understand what you're looking at, and it will help you make much better decisions in your business if you do. Okay, the next one is commercial awareness. So really, again, understanding the numbers within the business when it comes to things like your membership prices, your personal training, sales. Really having a very clear understanding of your model as a business, and the decisions you make will massively impact it. I recently kind of did a commercial overview of our business at the tail end of last year, which I went through with my business partners, explaining where Club Gym sits in the pyramid across the UK, whether it's against independent gyms, leisure facilities, basically across the whole board. And I kind of benchmarked us against lots of other competitors on things like how many members we've got per site, the average membership cost, the revenue per member, things like that. So I have an understanding and a breakdown of all these things, and I know where we sit, and I know the areas then, when I have that understanding of where we need to improve. So I know what levers to pull in order to improve them. So that's really important. Staffing models as well. So in our industry, we have a lot of self-employed people. Do you want your full team to be self-employed? Do you want, an employed model? Unfortunately, the way things are in the UK at the moment with employment, it's becoming more and more expensive with changes that the government have made, which has impacted things like national insurance for businesses, and it's becoming harder. So for businesses in, say, leisure, hospitality, retail, it's becoming, the margins are getting thinner. Our industries are not like tech, for example, the margins are enormous. They are thinner, so it's really important you protect them. So one of the big changes that we have made is we have changed our business model slightly, or our staffing model slightly, in the past few months. It's been something that's been coming for a while, but basically all our trainers now are self-employed, but we still give them a lot of support and help in order to grow and build our business. But all our managers, directors, obviously we're all employed, but it's early days in the model, but I think what it will do is it will encourage our trainers to be a bit more, entrepreneurial, and really push things a bit more on that side, whereas before maybe they were falling into being more an employee, kind of waiting for things rather than going out and getting it. So I think overall, long term, be a lot better, and the personal trainers should make more money as well, which is why we're doing this, I guess. Marketing as well, so marketing has changed dramatically over the years. Back in the day it was like flyering, then obviously internet comes along, and then in the past few years it's dramatically changed. So Google Analytics, you've got to understand these things. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, lead magnets, all different things that we can do now in marketing. We do use an external company to help with our marketing. It's just far too much to be able to operate and run a business, as well as stay on top of all these different social media channels and posting and everything else. Obviously I handle my own social media, Instagram, YouTube, everything like that, but the club's marketing is basically done by an external company, although we will have a monthly meeting with them to plan ahead, and a lot of the direction for any offers or anything we do will come from us rather than the marketing company. They'll just go and execute it for us. But yeah, really important as you grow that you kind of do start to use more kind of external companies and partners to help you, rather than if you just try and do everything yourself, it's impossible, especially to get to 3 sites. You just can't do it. You might think, oh, it's expensive to do that, but it will help you grow. So it's up to you. You either want to be really busy in one site, or you can use, get people in to help you and help you grow. Leadership as well. So last year I actually put myself through some external qualifications. So I did a qualification with the Chartered Management Institute, which is basically a kind of governing body for like leadership management, and I did a level 7 qualification in leadership and management, which is basically the equivalent of a master's degree. So it was very challenging. It took me about 6 months to kind of complete it. Thankfully I was able to do the shorter version because of my time spent, which is like 10 years as a company director, and I had a lot of documents and things to back it up. And then I was kind of fast tracked through then, and then I was awarded a fellow as well. So I basically was awarded the kind of highest level of leadership and management that you can get, which was nice. And then within my industry, I was awarded a fellowship as well with the Chartered Institute of Management of Sport and Physical Activity. So that was very cool to get that as well. But I'm not saying I'm the finished article. Obviously I've got a lot to learn, but I wanted a deeper understanding of management frameworks, learning more about the commercial side of the business, and just really understanding things like, for example, if we were looking to open a new site, there's a lot of work that goes into that. It's not just, oh, that looks good. You have to do all your market research in the area. There's a lot of negotiation also that will happen with solicitors, landlords. There's lots and lots of external things you have to deal with, not just your own team. So having those skills behind me and some letters behind my name definitely helps, I think, to grow your business. And then developing culture. So, we've had some staff that have been with us for a long time now, years in fact, and I think it's really important that when you bring people in, you are able to develop them. We're a big believer in promoting from within. All our managers started off as trainers with us, some completely brand new to the industry. They did their time, they learned, they worked hard, and then slowly but surely we moved them up and they became managers for us. I think I'm big on that because they already know how we work, our culture, how we like things being done. We set high standard, and then if they match that, amazing. I always find it a wee bit more difficult getting someone externally in to come into a management role when they don't really know your culture, or maybe there'll be a clash with it, and we're quite fussy about how we kind of like things done. And the last one, which is systems thinking. So you've got to, all of these things that you need to put together a multi-site business. is a lot, whether it's operation systems, external systems like all your marketing, all your different external partners, so things like your solicitors, got to be speaking to your landlords, dealing with all the kind of utility bills. You need systems and ways to manage all of these things, never mind the actual day-to-day running. So it's not maybe for everyone to grow a business to maybe a multi-site or have a bigger business and understand that, because when you do that, a lot of your time goes away from the core of what you love doing, which is maybe the fitness side of it, and it goes into a lot more of the business side of it, which is maybe not what everybody wants to be doing. Maybe some of this stuff in this slide, for example, is not as appealing to some people as it maybe is to me. I enjoy this side of it as well as the fitness side of it. Obviously still coaching people, whether in the gym or online, it keeps me connected to that, and I think that's really important. And it's still something I really enjoy, and I don't see myself ever stopping doing it. But yeah, if you want to grow your business, this is the sort of stuff that you need to learn and understand. But if you don't want to do it, that's cool. If you want to just be a personal trainer, that's amazing. If you want to be a class instructor, that's great too. If you've still got dreams of opening your studio up and building like a great community within your studio, that's great as well. There's it's up to you how you want to do things. But I always wanted to grow something bigger. Always had those goals and aspirations, and we haven't managed to achieve it. But I learned early on that just being passionate and having high energy was never going to be enough. So hope you enjoyed today's kind of presentation, I guess, and video, and you took something from it, and you kind of enjoyed me talking through these, ideas and skills that you have to learn and develop as you go. I know some of you have been asking for a more business-related video for a while, so this is it. But if you like this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.